Hi, everyone, and please welcome Shakera Seward. She is the founder of Sisterhood of Healing, Inc. She loves empowering women that their voices are heard. She assists women with self-care practices by incorporating women empowerment workshops, brunches, as well as sisterhood retreats and professional coaching services. She holds a master's degree in mental health and counseling and a bachelor's in psychology, in which she provides mental health and substance abuse counseling. Sisterhood plays a big factor in her life, and she just wants women to know that they are not alone and tough times and situations can always be worked out together in sisterhood. Please, everybody, welcome Shakera Seward, otherwise known as Kiki. Hello, and welcome to the 2021 I Am a Survivor Summit. This is Kiki Seward, and she's a master's mental health counselor. And she provides one-on-one mental wellness coaching services to women who assist with reducing stress and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to tell us a little bit about your story?
Yes. Well, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your summit. I really do appreciate this opportunity. It's so amazing, especially to get this message across, the importance of knowing that, we are no longer victims, we are victorious, we are survivors, we are more than our situations. And I just want to shed the light by being a part and sharing my story of how I overcame child abuse. That's where it started. It started from early age. It wasn't sexually, it was more of physically, verbally, and emotionally. It definitely weighed a toll on me growing up because it affected my self-esteem, how I view myself. It affected how I was able to make decisions on my own. I always asked others to make decisions. I always needed that reassurance from others as well to validate how I felt, because I felt like what I was feeling didn't matter. So that was the effect that, child abuse had on me. Child abuse definitely led into my teenage years, where I felt like, what, it's time for me to do something about this. And even in that moment, I was afraid, because I was afraid of how my family would perceive me, especially getting, legals involved. And, as a child, as a teenager, you're thinking about everyone else but you. You come last. You think about your mom. You think about, those around you. Mm-hmm. And I had to decide that I matter, regardless of what happens, regardless of the consequences. Mm-hmm. I do matter. And the longer I stay, the longer I stay in silence. So I decided to speak up. I decided to look for help. And I knew that I needed the help. I knew it. I knew that I didn't want to stay there any longer. So I had to open up and speak out. And that's the number one thing when you are going through, these trials. It's like, where do you find your voice? How do you find your voice? How do you speak out? So I finally spoke out, and I got the help that I need. There was family that supported me. And it was a transitioning. But then, it was still something that I had to do, that I knew what was right, which was to forgive. Mm-hmm. The hardest thing to do is to forgive. And for me, it was the easiest thing for me to do, because I knew that if I didn't forgive, I would continue to allow the situation to have power over me. And I learned that at an early age. I've learned that at an early age. I learned the power of forgiveness. I learned to forgive, the person that hurt me. I learned to forgive, those who saw what was going on and didn't do anything. I learned to forgive them. It's to the point where I've been able to make amends. I was able to, reestablish that relationship, being able to, come from a broken home and to be able to repair and being able to restore, to be able to have a healthier relationship with, with everyone that was a part of it. It's just truly, it amazes me how I'm able to speak today and being able to, still have them in my life. And, everybody's situation is different. Not everybody can, overcome and then continue to, be involved, right? Everybody has their own process of healing. And, and some people do heal and continue to go on their journey, without. But for me, I was able to restore and be able to build a healthier relationship. And that comes from being able to forgive, and it's truly, amazing that I didn't allow what I've been through to hinder me, because I could have been in any other situation because of what I've been through. Not having a father as well in my life played a part in how I felt about myself, because, we look at abuse, but what about neglect? Neglect is also a part of it, and when you feel neglected, from the very person that was supposed to be a part of your life, that does something to you, and that is also another issue in itself called attachments. um Attachment issues, right? The fear of being rejected, the fear of abandonment, someone leaving you, forming relationships that you shouldn't be with. So that played a big part in my life. So I had to overcome that as well. So I'm a survivor of attachment issues. I'm able to laugh because it just, that's when you know you are healed and you're healing, is when you laugh at it and you no longer cry about it.
Well, you're happy now, so yes, you're laughing.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you, what is self-care and how important is it that women make self-care a daily part of their lives?
Yes, self-care is simply caring for yourself, right? And when you care for yourself, it also helps you to, love yourself as well. A little bit more. And it makes it a little easier too when you're caring for yourself. It is extremely important because there's different aspects to self-care, right? You have to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, right? And so there's so many other areas of, the self, right? So by you having a balance as well is important too, so taking care of yourself, and especially as women, because we go through a lot. We go through so much. We carry a lot on our shoulders, right? We're working, we have children, we even have fur babies to take care of. We have our husbands, we have our sisters that we're trying to uplift as well. We carry a lot. So to be able to say, you know what, I need to take a minute for myself and truly be in tune with how I feel, right? Be truly in tune with taking care of your medical appointments, being truly in tune with making sure that you have the right social support around you, because that makes up who you are as well.
Mm-hmm.
So taking care of those areas of your life, it makes you to be more effective.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're when you're with the people you love.
Yeah.
So when you care for yourself, you're also caring for others.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not there for you, you cannot be 100% there for someone else.
Yeah. No joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are your best tips for women to elevate happiness and reduce their stress in their business and in their lives?
Okay. Well, the first step is to recognize. You have to come to that realization that, wait a minute, what am I doing? So you have to be more aware, and being aware means, setting aside time, right, to really write down your thoughts. I'm big on journaling.
Oh yeah, me too.
There's different types of journals too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I'm very big on journaling, writing your thoughts out, right? Changing your scenery, right? Sometimes we're so used to going into the same environment. Maybe next week, go to the beach and spend time with yourself. Okay. Next time, maybe go to a hotel or something, I don't know. Do whatever it takes to, make sure that you are in tune with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Also, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is crucial,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes we could be easily taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Without realizing, and you can't set boundaries with others if you don't have boundaries within yourself. So it always go back to yourself.
For sure.
And then the wellness check, really make an assessment of how you're feeling today. Did you get enough sleep for the week? Are you drinking enough water? All of that plays a role into taking care of yourself.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us the idea of building sisterhood and can impact a woman's life or propel her forward in her growth.
Yes. Okay. So I'm all about sisterhood.
Yes, I
Okay.
know. I know. It says it on your shirt too.
Yes, sisterhood of healing. So yes, sisterhood is extremely important. Sisters, we come together, we build each other up, we uplift each other. When you go to the next sister that might have experienced the same thing as you, it's so powerful, because that person has the wisdom to steer you in a different, direction. Being able to have somebody that you could just pour out to, or just be able to have fun. It's nothing like having a sister, and now we have to really define what a true sister is, right? So it's important to find that tribe. You're not going to get along with everybody, but I tell you, I'd rather you get along with a sister versus you doing it all by yourself, because it's nothing like having support. So that's where sisterhood comes in, being able to be a part of a community, to be able to feel uplifted, inspired, and being able to see that you can too. You can do what she's doing. It's just powerful.
It is extremely powerful. I really, really believe in sisterhood, and it's important for me to have a tribe. I have to. It keeps me in check.
Mm-hmm.
Being
Yes.
accountable, and
Totally. Even if you don't like what you hear.
Yeah. It's important for sure. Now, if you could share one gold nugget that you've learned throughout your life, what would that be?
One gold nugget, because I have so many. If I could just think of one, is learn to be at peace. Because just because you at peace doesn't mean that it takes away the chaotic around you. But being able to be at peace, it gives you that sense of control. It gives you that peace of mind that, regardless of what's going on around me, I don't have to react. And when you don't react to it, you're not responding in crisis mode. You know, you're able to collect, you know, yourself. You're able to have clarity and move in different, you know, direction and find more solutions. So being at peace is extremely important. And that's what I've learned, you know, not to operate in, you know, feeling of being overwhelmed, not to operate in feeling, you know, over like stress. You know, stress is going to come, but it's how you handle stress. And if I could,
sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. But it's so true. You know, stress is here, but it's what you do with the stress. You know, are you going to use it for your good, or are you going to allow it to overpower you and take you in a direction you don't need to be?
Yeah. Now, do you have a technique or anything that you use to de-stress?
Okay. So a technique that I use, I do a lot of worksheets. I'm going to be honest. I do a lot of worksheets. I do encourage, you know, people to learn how to do grounding techniques. You know, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's very powerful, especially if you experience anxiety. When you know, look at 5 things, you know, you try to you feel 4 things, you know. Also looking at different colors, paying attention to what's around you. It definitely distracts you. So that's definitely a powerful technique, because we could be sitting in our house right now and don't pay attention to what was on the wall, or what was on the other side.
Going on. Yeah. But if you got enough chaos going on, you can't see nothing, huh?
Yes. But I'm very big on worksheets. And
me too.
Yeah. And positive affirmations, you know, really speaking life over yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Would you like to share with all the women if you have like a coaching program or anything that you would like to talk about?
Okay, sure. So I do have an 8 weeks program. It's called Overcoming While Living on Purpose. It is extremely important to know that you can overcome, right? And you can still live on purpose. Nothing can get in the way, you know. You are important, and it's important for you to find clarity in your life. When you find clarity, you're able to navigate life a little easier, right? And then being able to work on the things that's probably hindering you, right? So that's a part of the coaching program, is helping you to identify what is going on in your life, what are the steps that you need to take, and how we're going to get there.
Awesome. We only have a couple minutes left, but I just wanted to ask you, where can somebody get a t-shirt like yours?
Okay. www.sisterhoodofhealing.com.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much. I really I'm probably gonna go buy a shirt because I really like your shirt.
Yes.
But thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate you being here. It was so nice to have you. And anything else you'd like to share with anybody?
Well, I do have. Let me see.
Oh, that is cool. I love that logo. I love it.
Thank you so much. I love it too. I just want to share it with you all.
What's in the box?
Okay, let's see what's in the box already. If I can open up this box. Okay, yes. All right. So this is earbud case. Yeah. This is a candle.
Oh, cool.
It's peachy, just peachy. And this is a coaster.
Oh, cool.
Is
it like a subscription box?
Yes, I'm going to make it a subscription box. Cool. I actually just started this. So this is like in the making. Cool. Notebook. Yes. And then we have some facial masks.
Sweet.
Yeah, a little bit some more, and then a pin.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that very, very much.
Thank
Well,
you.